This is how Erik ten Hag could beat Guardiola. In Man City's goal kicks, United will press high. One centre-back will be close to Holland. When the wingers will come inside to create a numerical superiority, this will create a space for Man City's fullback. However, United should drop back quickly to their half to cover the passing lines. If Man United pressed high often, the centre-backs should be close to Holland and the midfielders should cover the space in front, the defensive line, since De Bruyne and Gundogan take advantage of this space. Holding couldn't intercepted the ball to Holland and De Bruyne received with time and space because he moved away from Partey. Varane performed individual marking over Holland, therefore the midfielders must be aware of their movements to cover the spaces that were created. Another variation that Man City use in the build-up is by moving stones to the midfield. For that reason, it's easy for them to advance in this zone. This made Real Madrid to defend in their box and created a space for Man City's players on the wings and on the edge of the box. This time Rodri took the ball to the midfield and he found a passing line to Walker. When Holland and De Bruyne moved to one side, they created space and passing lines. This allowed Man City to progress and attack the spaces that were created. However, Man United defended smartly because the defensive line is not in their box but on the edge of the box. Against Real Madrid in the final third, Man City had numerical superiority while Real Madrid's midfielders couldn't cover the passing lines to them. Nevertheless, Man United defended better because Fred and Casemiro joined the defensive line to have numerical superiority, and also the strikers and midfielders were narrow to cover the inner passes. When Man City advanced to Man United's half, the defensive line stayed on the edge of the box, while Fred and Casemiro tried to cover the central channels. However, when Man City tried to attack the half space, Casemiro or Fred joined the center-backs to cover this space. For that reason, many times United defended with 5 at the back. The half space is crucial in Manchester City's attacks because they like to attack this space. This time Stones took advantage of this space and dragged Kroos, who was covering De Bruyne. De Bruyne moved backwards and this created a space for Silva, who scored. Most likely Casemiro and his partner will perform individual marking over De Bruyne, Gundogan or Silva. However, they will be dangerous when they get right of Man United's midfielders because they are smart to attack the free spaces or the half space. In order to progress, Man City will find a space on the sides because Man United will try to cover the central channels. But they need to take care of the half space because Man City like to overload this space. Like we can see, Malacia is covering the half space, but Walker moved forward to create a space for De Bruyne in the half space and Casemiro couldn't catch him. As we've seen off the ball, Man United have to do similar things to what they did against Man City in the last game. This season Man City's offensive transitions improved a lot thanks to De Bruyne and Holland, who occupied really well the space between the opponent's defenders and midfielders. This allowed them to move the ball fast. Man United have to avoid losing the ball in the build-up because Man City's midfielders try to cover the passing lines and press the possessor, while Holland and De Bruyne are ready to start the offensive transitions and attack the spaces. When Man United will have the ball, they surround the possessor with 3 players and the midfielders try to cover the closest passing lines. For that reason, they recover the ball easily. Also in the goal kicks, Man City's midfielders will perform individual marking over Casemiro, Bruno and Fred. They will press with 5 midfielders because they don't have troubles to play one-to-one at the back. Next we'll see how Manchester United could punish Man City. As we can see, the passing lines to Casemiro and Bruno are covered. Therefore Man City forced them to play long, but it will be important how the center striker will receive and hold the ball to play with the midfielders that will come from behind. they will usually progress through the sides. Also, they will be brave to attack with even 7 players. Besides, it will be important the movements of the wingers, because they have to drag the opponent's fullback to attack the space that they already created. Moreover, they need to be smart to attack the spaces that Man City's fullbacks will leave. However, their teammates have to play fast with them. It will be hard to attack through the left side because Walker is strong and fast. For that reason, it will be important to have variations in attack. Also, the movements of the strikers without the ball will be crucial to distract Man City's defensive line and create space for their teammates. When Man United will attack through the sides and be in the final third, Man City will drop back to their box and they will leave a space on the edge of the box for players like Casemiro or Fred. In the build-up, Casemiro will play an important role because he will have to find free spaces to receive the ball and overcome Man City's pressure. When this will happen, it will be easy for them to attack the spaces that Man City's defenders leave. This video is brought to you by Metrica Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Furthermore, Manchester United's best chances will come by offensive transitions. Man City will try to progress through the central channels. However, Man United accumulated players in these channels and this will help them to recover the ball. The players from behind on the sides will attack the spaces. Also, it will be crucial to win the second balls. Bruno Fernandes and the center striker will be in charge to lead the counter-attacks. It will be hard for Manchester United to progress through the central channels. However, when they will recover in these channels, this will free the flanks for the runs of Rashford, Garnacho or Sancho. When Man United will recover the ball near their box, the midfielders will move away from their marks to be free to play long to the sides. Finally, it will be important how they will apply the concept of the third and fourth man, since Fred, Bruno and Rashford played between them in order to find Garnacho free on the left. Leave your predictions about this game, don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching.